Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, for a long time now, I've been dreaming of riding one of those. Well, I wasn't really too serious about it because I got a bunch of other things that are on the go all the time. But then I had the opportunity last fall to get this one for 20 bucks at our local community bike shop, and I picked it up. Only problem is I still can't ride it. I'm trying to hop on it right now, but this is not a good idea. But I'm at a local playground here. I thought there were a few things here that would make a big difference for me to learn this. See, number one is behind me right here. See that swing set? There are two uprights that are side by side, and the floor there is actually rubber, so if I was like to wipe out really bad, it wouldn't be concrete or anything, so I think that'd be a plus. So what do you think? Should I go for it?
So what you're witnessing here is me getting onto the unicycle for the very first time. Yes, I had this thing in my shed since last fall, but I just haven't got around to trying it out, and of course I don't feel safe doing this anywhere without having something to hold on to. Now, somebody once told me that the best way to learn this is to balance between a door frame. But the door frame is inside the house, and believe it or not, our house is small and there are lots of things that could get dangerous if I was to wipe out. Like, for example, falling face first onto a piece of furniture, or even with the back of the head against the wall. This could end me up in the hospital, but here it's a rubber floor, so, what could possibly go wrong? Look at me! Trying to balance like this, I found that my unicycle might very well be too small for me. It's like I have to keep my legs bent more than I'm actually comfortable with. But perhaps that's only because I'm used to riding a bicycle with two wheels. So if you have any experience with unicycles, help me out. Leave me a comment. Well, for the first 2 minutes or so, it felt like I was actually making progress. But I'm not a very patient guy when it comes to learning new things. So here I am kind of getting fed up already because it's really hard to balance this thing.
Well, the next thing, and I'm trying to get on the on this thing right now. Probably a bad idea, but see, I got this, I don't know what you would call this, but it's a playground thing. I could probably do this right now with one hand. What do you think? Oh, nah, I don't know. Let's do this without a camera in the hand.
By the way, I came to this playground really early when I was pretty sure there wasn't going to be any kids playing or anything else going on there. So I had this place pretty much to myself, and here I am. This thing seemed like an ideal contraption to learn how to unicycle because it actually goes around. But first I was trying to balance it again, same thing as before, and I almost had it. Well, this was kind of stagnant, just like before, so I thought of a different approach. If this thing can go around in circles and I can hold on to it the whole way, I can just make a full spin all the way around pedaling my unicycle, just as if I could do it without the thing. Nah. Alright, here we go again. Second attempt. Slowly. Just doesn't feel right. You can see that I'm mostly hanging on to this spin around thing, and my unicycle isn't really doing much to help me. The big question is, why did they put this thing on an angle? I'm blaming gravity for my failure. But I'm not done with this thing. This, in my mind, it's super easy, so why can't I just do it? Well, it's mind over matter, you know. If you're stubborn enough, eventually you're gonna succeed. Woohoo, look at me! Well, this was encouraging enough to try it again. Maybe I can perfect the technique and go around and around.
There's one more thing that I thought was maybe gonna be useful for practicing this. Yeah, what about these monkey bars? I could hold on to them and then kind of be on this unicycle and at the same time trying to go back and forth and shift my weight gradually onto the unicycle. Well, in theory I got it all figured out. Now let's go and see.
So the idea was to first get onto the unicycle, hang off the monkey bars, supporting my weight with my arms, but then gradually shift onto the unicycle. And there you see the result. It didn't work yet. I just haven't got it yet. But at least these monkey bars allowed me to go back and forth a whole lot more than between those uprights from before. Would that eventually get me to find my balance? To be honest, it felt a bit like trying to balance a broom on my index finger or something like that. It's not easy. This is valuable experience for me, but it also gets me thinking that perhaps this isn't the way to learn the unicycle. Think about how we learn to ride a bicycle. It only works when you're in motion. Stop the bike and you tip over. That's why people with clipless pedals get in trouble at traffic lights. So what I'll have to do is to actually try pedal this thing. Where to do this, I don't know. But it seems much more like learning to ride a bicycle. Are there training wheels for these things? I don't know. If you recently learned how to ride a unicycle, leave me a comment. I'll follow your lead.
So how do you like my efforts? Well, I don't know. Should I give this up? I mean, when I emailed my mom, she lives in Germany, about my intentions to learn how to ride the unicycle, she was like, that's something that is easy to learn for kids. But once you reach a certain age, then your sense of balance is a bit off and you're probably not going to succeed. What do you think? Should I play it the safe way and listen to mom? I don't know. I'm only 59. My mom is 86, so maybe there's a reason for it right there. Actually, she's only 85. Anyways, I think my seat on this unicycle needs to probably go up just a tad, but I didn't know that before I could actually get on it, and I couldn't get on it without anything to hold me. And other than that, I think it's just a matter of practicing it and being stubborn like like I am. So what do you think? Am I going to figure this out, and how long is it going to take me? How much time can I realistically even dedicate to this? So why don't I get you to hold me accountable? I want to be able to ride this thing by August. So I got a bit of time for this, but I got to keep working on it. There's no way around it. And if by August I fail, well, what do you want me to do if I do? I mean, there's got to be some consequence for me, right? I would love your comments, and maybe you could hit the like button like usual. I always ask you that because, you know, the algorithm in YouTube, it gives you more exposure the more people like the video, and it kind of makes sense. So I'm trying to get as many likes as I can. There you go. Your support is greatly appreciated. And if you laughed during this video, well, it's okay. I had fun too.